Hi, Joe Muldowney here, and welcome to Running Shorts. You know, for about the past 50 years or so, I've been running through every winter and through every winter condition. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to properly dress for winter, how to layer up and layer down so that you can stay warm enough while being not too warm. So stay tuned, it's going to be a good video today. All right, thanks for joining us. You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button. You'll get these every week. Hit the like button. Please share these videos with someone if you can. I want to get started right away because it is cold out here. And if you're living in the United States of America, you know that 240 million people this weekend are going to experience horrendous weather conditions, rain, snow, sleet, and then freezing cold temperatures, sometimes in the single digits or sometimes down into the negative digits. So it's going to be cold if you're out there running. However, if you're going to maximize your running in these terrible weather conditions, you've got to dress properly. And so I'm going to give you a little mannequin type demonstration today of how I think you should dress on these cold winter days if you intend to run outside. Now, let me preface this video by saying that you can run outside in just about any cold weather condition. In fact, cooler weather, running in the 30s and 40s degrees Fahrenheit, can actually be kind of pleasant, especially if you're running long runs. But when it gets down lower, when those temperatures get down lower, it can be unpleasant. So you've got to dress properly. One more quick thing, snow and ice. Number one, ice. And we're supposed to get a lot of ice here, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, places like that. No good can come out of it. Do not run if the sidewalks are icy or the streets are icy. Don't do it. There's no reason to do it. That's when you need to hit the treadmill. Snow, on the other hand, can be fun. Kind of channels the little kid in you. Get out there, put a couple miles in the snow. Don't worry about the speed. Just get out there. It feels good. People look at you funny, and that's all right. So just go do it. All right, but today's video, we're going to concentrate on the cold weather. So what I've done right here in my own, again, mannequin-like presentation is dress as I would dress in the coldest weather conditions. Now, I have my props here, and I want to get to those in a second. All right, in the coldest weather conditions, you need to make sure you're pretty much covered from head to toe. So, taking it from the ground up, and I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but again, tights. Warm tights, as warm as you possibly want if it's the coldest possible conditions. Warm tights, socks that are waterproof. Many shoes are waterproof these days. Water is your enemy, and water is going to make you cold, whether that water is coming from the ground or whether that water is coming from you. Now, maximum warmth, you need to wear mittens. These are waterproof mittens, better than gloves, because with mittens, your fingers are together. You're utilizing the warmth of your fingers together. You're not separating them. Coldest conditions. All right? Don't want to scare you here, but if it's real cold outside and you want to make sure that your face isn't getting cold, put on a balaclava. Yeah, you might scare your neighbors, but that's all right. Put it up over your nose if you have to. Maximum warmth. All right, now you start peeling down a little bit as it gets maybe a little warmer. Again, I'm not going to give you a temperature range, except for maybe my temperature range. I would be wearing the mittens, the pull-down hat, a very waterproof and warm shell on the outside, my tights, And then a shirt that is snug to the body. Under Armour, Cold Gear, Nike, just about anybody makes a real good warm turtleneck such as that, and a t-shirt over the top. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. So wait a second, don't I need a sweatshirt? Don't I need this? Don't I need that? You do not. You do not, because what did I just say? Water is your worst enemy. If you are overdressed, you will sweat too much, and that sweat will make you colder. So if it's the bitter cold that we're going to receive this weekend, layer up as I did there, but that's pretty much it. You don't have to go more than that. Now, you're going to be cold when you first walk out the door, absolutely positively. But you're not going to be cold 5 or 10 or 15 minutes into your run. So again, layer up properly. Now, I wore the maximum type of outside shell covering. This is a little bit lighter outside shell. Probably if it's mid-30s, low to mid-30s, I'm going to wear this as my top layer. And then of course, if it gets a little bit warmer, drop down to a vest. And again, a lot of times in my running career, the sweat would kind of run down my arm like that and get to my hands, and my fingers would really freeze. So again, sometimes a vest keeps the arms from not sweating quite as much. Then again, drop down as it gets a little bit warmer into a type of glove, a heavier glove type. And then one of my favorites of all time, the old painter's gloves. And it's maybe in the 40s, and it's just gonna, your hands are gonna be a little bit colder. Wear the painter's gloves. Finally, hat can drop down to a kind of a headband thing. Keep the ears a little bit warm. Again, dropping down as the temperature gets a bit warmer. So again, the very, very important thing, everyone, is to dress warmly, but not to overdress. Overdress can be just as costly as underdressing. So don't panic when you go out. As I said, it could be, and you may feel cold when you get out there, but you'll feel better as you go through if you're not overdressed. One final tip, doesn't have to do with dressing, it has to do with strategizing and logistics. And that tip is this: if it's cold and windy, do an out and back course if you possibly can. Go out into the wind, have the wind at your back coming home, and you will be warmer when you do that. So please, everyone, this appears to be a major storm that's going to hit much of the country. Dress properly for it. Get outside to run if you can. Do not go outside if it's icy, but go out, enjoy the winter weather, look towards spring, but above all, stay warm and stay safe.